So guys, I am headed to the hospital for my first ever mammogram. I'm a little bit scared. I'm going to try to record the process that I can for all the people just turning 40 or in their 40s. I'm going to be 42, so this will be my very first one. Obviously, I didn't really go to the doctor during COVID, so this is my first mammogram ever. I'm a little bit worried. I was given some instructions to not put on any lotions, oils, deodorant, so I'm fully free down there. I did bring some deodorant with me in my bag, so when I finish from the doctor, I can put some on before I put my clothes back on because I'm not going right back home. I got some other errands to run, so I don't want to be funky out and about. So I'm going to try to record as much as I can of the process. My sister is like 46, and she said that they do have you put some of your stuff away, but of course she isn't a YouTuber, so she doesn't know if it's okay to film or not. So I'm gonna try to at least film some of it, and I really want to get the machine for you guys. So let's see how this goes. Okay guys, we are in the car, and because of our last doctor experience, I mean, it's a hospital, so most people in there are sick of some kind. So I am wearing a mask today, but we're in the car. I forgot to tell you that my sister did recommend taking 3 ibuprofens before you go in. So I did take 3 ibuprofens. I'm hoping I don't feel much pain during this process. So I'm in the car, we're headed there, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too. It's gonna take some time to get there. Here we are. We made it to check-in. You can check in online on your telephone, or you can check in at the desk. I checked in at the desk because I had not been there in a while, so I had to update my insurance card, and I also have a copay that I need to pay, which was $35. I wanted to show you the waiting room. I didn't want to show anyone's faces, but this is around how many people were waiting in this area to get tested. This is the radiology department. This is where mammograms are done. So when you first check into the radiology department, they're going to put you in this room. This is where you're going to get undressed. They give you a little doctor's robe, and I'm just going to show you around, and then you're going to see me in my robe after that. So in the exam room area, they wouldn't let me film. So this is a picture from the internet. And basically this first position, you're kind of like twisted, and they are pulling and stretching your boobs in so many directions to get the pictures that they need. This first pose is the hardest one. So the most uncomfortable one is the side one. This next pose to me is the easiest. It's the front one, and I got big boobs, so mine's set on the table pretty easily. Now, if you have any chafing underneath your breast, you're not allowed to wear deodorant or oils or lotions. So as she's pulling, it does hurt a bit, just because if you're already like chafing because of, I don't know, sweat, heat, whatever reason you have, that is going to be uncomfortable, but this position didn't bother me that much. So I wanted to make sure I showed the machine without anyone in there. This is how the machine looks. You're going to have one person in the exam room with you. They're going to be doing your exam. They're basically going to be posing you in like 3 or 4 different poses to get the pictures. There is an option of a 2D exam and a 3D. My insurance covered the 2D, so make sure you check with your insurance and see what's covered. I ended up with the 2D. Not the 3. That's what my insurance covered. You don't want to do something that your insurance doesn't cover, so make sure you call before you put your appointment in. Okay guys, I am back in the car. That took a total of 23 minutes to get it done. It was a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, someone else touching on your breast, but the most uncomfortable position was the side view one. It was just kind of an awkward area. I'm gonna do like a review of the visit once I get home, but I wanted to make sure I got in there that it took me 23 minutes from the time I walked in to the time I walked out. Okay guys, I'm at home and I really wanted to do a wrap-up video to the whole mammogram experience to let you know that you don't have to worry about it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It took 2 weeks for me to get my results back, and of course I'm clear. They recommend that I do it every year, so I will be going in 12 months. So I have to put that on my calendar. But that is kind of like it. I don't think it's nothing to be afraid of. I did it. I have been doing self mammograms like at home, checking them. I have big breasts and I really couldn't tell if anything was different, and obviously I'm okay. I got a clean bill of health. So take your ibuprofen before. If you're tender, try not to go right before your period, and you will be just fine. So that is going to be it. I really hope this has eased your mind. If you were on the fence and worried and never had one before, you will be okay. If I can do it, you can do it. 23 minutes of your life to know that you're okay and that you're going to be here as long as you can. So that's going to be it for today's video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.